Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to your return video for the month of December, which covers what energies are actually coming back into your reality for the month of December. These energies can be either people, situations, things, new things, just whatever might come out into your reality, what's coming in for you, what's returning. We did just have a Mercury retrograde, as many of you are already aware. Mercury retrograde started in Libra and it transcended into Scorpio, and we are currently still in Scorpio season. Sagittarius season actually does kick off November 23rd, and so for a lot of you there will be quite a spiritual shift in your perception and how you view things, only because Sagittarius is ruled by the ninth house, which is the house of higher learning and spiritual intellect. Okay, and all things good. So this will be a good reading. Got something falling out already. This will be a good reading, Aquarius, to determine what energies are returning back to you. So already we have two energies falling out. And by the way, guys, I've had a couple of people DM me to ask me who does my nails. Her name is Aaliyah. I'm actually going to link her information in the description box. Thank you so much for your compliments on my nails. She's my nail technician. She's also some of my family. So I will be linking her information in the description box for those of you who are curious about who does my nails, where I go to get them done. So thank you for that. But what we have that just fell out here, we have the Eight of Wands and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So what this tells me right off the bat, Aquarius, is that some of you might have fallen out with someone. This could be someone that you had a falling out with this Eight of Wands. It's almost like a resolution of this energy, especially with the Wheel of Fortune card. So automatically I'm feeling like reconciliation is coming in for you, Aquarius, just right off the bat. And, this too early on to tell if this is a romance or if this is, a friend or a family member, but whoever you fell out with recently, whoever you might have had a disagreement with, there's definitely some resolution coming in for the two of you, okay? Possibly some conversations being had, and I don't know why I'm getting the sense that for some of you, Aquarius, this is almost like the person coming back and saying, okay, let's talk about this, let's communicate, let me just hear your thoughts on this, because I almost feel like, with this reunion or this reconciliation with this person, it was almost like, you didn't necessarily have a chance to really convey how you felt. And I think that this communication and understanding is really important, okay? So let's see what other energies are coming out for you. What else is returning to Aquarius? We have the Star card. Wow, this is your energy, Aquarius. Beautiful. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Lovers. Some of you could be dealing with the Gemini. Doesn't have to be. What else do we have? We have Page of Swords. We have Judgment. Oh, wow. Second chances. And we have Six of Cups. Yes. Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, this does definitely feel like someone that you've been missing. Someone that you may not have been in communication with lately, Aquarius. Definitely does feel like someone that, you could have potentially fallen out with. Maybe there was a misunderstanding here. We do have this Star card here, which I automatically just feel is your energy. Some of you are actually manifesting some things for the month of December. Could be that a lot of you are focused on work, okay, and maybe stacking throughout the winter time. I feel like whatever disagreement this was that you had, I feel like it left you feeling very restricted, very just in your feelings in a way, like not really able to express how you felt. Some of you might have felt pressured not to really talk much about this situation because of how strong the emotions were with this disagreement and with this person. For those of you where this is not someone that you fell out with, I definitely feel like some of you might have actually had quite an argument with your partner. We do have this Lovers card coming out. Could have been just a general misunderstanding here between the two of you. And someone was definitely feeling like they were restricted as far as not really being able to really discuss and talk about how they felt. Feels like the other person could have been very emotional in the situation. Doesn't necessarily have to be that, but it's just a very strong indication with this Lovers card that this, for those of you where this is not a friend or a family member, this is definitely someone who is in your past, okay? So someone, like a past ex, someone that you could have been involved with. Some of you, this person could have been someone that you were just casually dating, okay? Maybe you met them online and some things, maybe some miscommunications happened. And I'm reading that for some of you, it may not have been that necessarily that you guys fell out, just maybe lost communication. Because this eight of wands here, this is very suggestive that for some of you, there wasn't necessarily like any heavy arguments or anything like that. Could have been that you guys just lost touch of each other, some of you. So yeah, so for some of you, those of you that are single, where this Aquarius energy is returning, you could be cross-watching, or this could be you, Aquarius, where you were, previously getting to know someone, and it wasn't necessarily that something drastic happened. It's just you guys lost communication. You lost touch with each other. And this could be, of course, with the Six of Cups, you guys really missing each other, really wanting to be able to be back into each other's world again. I do love that Wheel of Fortune card coming out because that always signifies like a change for the better. This is actually a very good reading, Aquarius. And then this Judgment card, just like I said, some of you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, doesn't have to be. But I almost feel like for you, Aquarius, that with this Judgment card coming out, this is a chance to really give, a second chance. This is a chance to really make a decision on whether or not you guys want to try again for this connection, friendship or otherwise. I love that Judgment card came out there along with that Six of Cups, because it does actually show that you guys never actually forgot about one another. Even through, the lack of communication and you guys not really talking, it's almost like you still did not forget, because you're in each other's heart space, because we have this Six of Cups energy coming out underneath the Lovers card. That means that you guys never forgot about one another. Okay, so for those of you where you were casually dating someone and you just sort of just lost the connection or just lost touch with each other, I do see you coming into a beautiful understanding where it's almost like, hey, like, I know we haven't talked in a while. Let's get to know each other again. Or, hey, how have you been? Would you like to catch up? Would you like to go out? Like, I'm really getting that for a lot of you. And of course, with this Page of Swords coming out underneath the Star card, I read this one of two ways. Some of you could be starting a new job opportunity, and really honestly, like something that you're really passionate about, something that you're enthusiastic about, something that makes you happy. So a new prospect, a new job opportunity for some of you, Aquarius. And for others of you, with this Page of Swords coming out, could be that this person that you got separated from, maybe they were a bit of a player. Maybe they played a little bit of games with you. Maybe it was some mind games, a little bit of immaturity there with this Page of Swords coming out. So definitely one of two things. If those of you who aren't starting a new job, where this is a potential job opportunity, where maybe in the past you were feeling a bit restricted by bills or whatever, this is definitely someone whose energy was just very childish, very immature. Could have been they were maybe a bit shallow. Maybe didn't give you an opportunity to get to know them. I'm just reading that for a lot of you, this is someone that you were getting to know, and then it was like out of nowhere, the communication just got stifled there. So I definitely do feel like this person is returning to you in December, for those of you that this does resonate with. So you definitely want to take what is and leave what isn't, Aquarius. And for those of you cross-watching, you definitely want to reverse the roles as needed. So let's go ahead and clarify these energies and see what else is coming out. We have this falling out. So we do have the Temperance card coming out. Again, really strong Sagittarius energy. Doesn't necessarily have to mean that. This is coming out on top of the Star card. There's something that you've been waiting on. Something that some of you have been really working on or working towards. Could be, a personal project. Could be that some of you have a blog or have something online, a business or a YouTube channel or something. But there's definitely some work coming in for some of you, a personal project of some sort. Really strong manifestations with that Star card and that Temperance card. It's like you've been patiently waiting for something that you've been manifesting to come in. We have the Ten of Swords on top of the Eight of Swords. We have the Seven of Wands on top of the Lover's card. We have the Empress on top of the Page of Swords. So some of you could be dealing with an Aries or a Libra. It doesn't have to be. We have Queen of Cups on top of Judgment. And we have the Ten of Wands on top of Six of Cups. Okay, so we are starting to get a little bit of insight as to how this connection might have affected someone. So for those of you where this is not someone who you were just casually dating, okay, this does feel a little heavier for some of you. Feels like you might have actually been getting serious about this person. You know, it feels like, you know, you actually really did care about this connection and some hurtful things were said. That kind of, you know, it could have been said on both ends of the spectrum. Doesn't necessarily have to be that. But there were some very hurtful things said in the connection, Aquarius, where, you know, your feelings got hurt or the person that you were dealing with really got hurt. Someone might have been feeling a bit backstabbed, maybe feeling, you know, like for those of you where this is a friend, you know, feeling like your friend didn't have your back. Could have been some gossiping energy where, you know, you thought this person had your back and they didn't. You know, whatever this was, it left you feeling very defensive and very much just alone in the connection. Okay, so for those of you where this was your partner, you know, and you felt like they didn't have your back, or you feel like they cut you off or just didn't treat you right. You know, it's almost like for some of you, this person returning into your world, you're almost a little reluctant to allow that, you know. So for those of you where this is an ex returning into your world, very defensive energy here, and rightfully so. Aquarius, rightfully so, because this person really did hurt your feelings. Like, you know, the way they treated you in the connection was uncalled for, you know. And so I'm sensing that a lot of you, you know, this energy here, a lot of you didn't get any closure with this. And with this Ten of Wands coming in, a lot of you might have worked really hard to overcome what was said to you. Okay, and of course, Aquarius, this could be you, you know, saying some hurtful words to the other person here. But yeah, like, honestly, you know, with this Ten of Wands coming out, you know, whatever happened in the connection, and we do have two tens, and that's very worth noting here, because this can also signify the completion of a cycle. And this might also, you know, tell us a little insight as to why some of you really may be a little defensive to this person coming back into your reality, because we do have the Page of Swords here where this person might have been, you know, might have been a little manipulative, might have been a little childish in the connection, maybe not as understanding as they should have been. But with this Wheel of Fortune, and especially this Judgment card, this does feel like a possible apology, Aquarius. And with this Queen of Cups energy, you know, some of you could be dealing with a fellow water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Doesn't have to be, because this can also signify really strong emotion, you know, where someone's feelings might have gotten hurt. You know, this is sensitivity to the situation. I do feel like there might have been some harsh words exchanged. So yeah, let me just say this, Aquarius. Some of you, you know, some of you that this was just a random connection that kind of, you know, you were casually dating and it just didn't necessarily pan out at the time. It could have just been the timing of it. But then now that time has passed, this person's re-entering your reality and they're like, hey, how have you been? Let's go out. For others of you, this was a deeper connection. Okay, this was someone that you really did care about, friendship or otherwise, you know, a partnership where this person really, you know, they really hurt you. They really backstabbed you. They left you feeling, you know, very insecure in this connection. And now that they're trying to return to your world here, even though you both have been missing each other, so you've been in each other's heart spaces, you know, with this Six of Cups energy, but with this person returning back to your world, it's almost like some of you are very defensive, you know, not necessarily wanting to entertain. Might be that you want a genuine apology from this person. So let's go ahead and pull some tarot here, some advice, just to see what energy or what advice we can get on when this person does return to you, Aquarius, because I do see that, you know, For those of you where this person really hurts your feelings, I do see where like you're just kind of closed off to this energy, almost like you're just not really open to it. And there is actually some promise in it. I do see that this person really is apologetic, Aquarius. I'm not necessarily seeing ego at this point. I do see where someone might have been a little childish, but I'm not seeing any ego energy. I'm not seeing where anybody, you know, didn't or isn't owning up to what they said or did to you. Yeah, we have the Three of Swords coming in. So yeah, definitely some very hurt feelings here. For those of you who are in a connection where you might have actually been, you know, cheated on, maybe this person stepped out on you. It goes really well with this Page of Swords energy, you know, games, lies, manipulation, you know, not being truthful about who you're dealing with, you know, you having to find out the way that you found out. Very disrespectful energy here. I'm going to pull another card here. We have the Five of Wands. Okay, yeah, this is resolution. Okay, so this is, yeah, it's conflict, but this is working through conflict. So yeah, the general advice that you're actually going to have for this particular situation in December is to try to be open to the communication. Okay, try to be open to the resolution of the conflict. You know, listen. Be willing to accept the apology, because there is an apology coming. I do feel this person is sorry. Now, does that necessarily mean that you have to be back together? Of course not, because, you know, they stepped out. Okay, and for those of you who are cross-watching Aquarius, this could be you that stepped out. But either way that it goes, try to be open to this forgiveness. I don't know why forgiveness just came through for me. It's like it was just shouting to me, like, because there are a lot of hurt feelings in this connection. So forgiveness is very important as it pertains to this. Okay, Aquarius, that doesn't mean you have to take the person back, but forgiveness helps you. Okay, it helps you to move on and find closure. So even if you are defensive and even if you're not necessarily wanting this person back into your world, try to be open to at least forgiving them, okay? Those are your messages, Aquarius. I know they were all over the place since I was talking to like 3 or 4 different groups of you, but I hope that these messages resonated, and I hope that you take care, and I'll see you in the next video, okay?